So we have about another week in Philly left. And unfortunately, what I think we'll remember the most, or what I will remember the most, is Kensington. Oh boy, Kensington. So we've been here for 2 years. Um, Kensington is a thing that I've never seen before. Like everything else, when we bike around, I go, oh yeah, that reminds me of, Williamsburg, Brooklyn, or, um, the Long Island City, Astoria. Philly is amazing. It's beautiful, and we've both visited before. But when we visit like near the Bell, in Center City. That is a whole different Philadelphia. Now I there's pockets of, so in Kensington, it's basically a neighborhood, um where it's known for drug use. And there's kind of like a concentrated area in Kensington, on Kensington Avenue, underneath the above ground train. And it runs around Allegheny, um, into Somerset. So, like the corner of Somerset and Kensington, and the corner of Allegheny and Kensington has usually a huge concentration of people who are on heavy. You know what? I don't even know I don't know what doses are. I don't, but they're on a heavy drug. From what I understand, it's fentanyl, tranquilizers, um, things that make people fold over. So at the hip, they fold over. And so as we pass on bikes, we see a lot of people in just a folded over position, moving really slowly. Usually it looks like they're looking through their bag, or like looking for something or putting something together. A lot of times when I first started going there, I'm like, there's a whole group of people looking for something in the center. No, it's this fold over that happens. And oh, excuse me. It's this fold over that happens, and everything's out in the open. There's lighting of glass pipes, like we once saw someone as they crossed the street, fully open. It's not that hiding in the corner thing. It's right there in the open. There's people as they fold over, they're passing out. A lot of them have like a lit cigarette in their mouth. You could see open deals with, wads of cash and, passing stuff. And it's pretty open. It's open what's in, you could see what's in the bag sometimes. You can see, like I said, the wad of cash. This one time I saw, we were riding, not in Kensington, because there's like sometimes one or two people in a random neighborhood that are folded over, that are obviously have just taken this, or I don't even know. I think it happens automatically. I'm not really certain how any of these drugs work or exactly what the drug is, but it looks like it goes from really good to really bad, really fast. And it's jaw dropping. Even though we've been passing this neighborhood, we've been going through all the neighborhoods of Philly, this neighborhood still. And here's more stuff that I saw. So we're passing a different neighborhood, and there's a guy who's passed out, which there's a lot of in Kensington specifically, but in a little bit here and there in Philadelphia. The guy's passed out, and there's another guy hitting him, trying to get him to wake up, like hitting him really hard. I stop on my bike. I say, can I call for help, or can I do anything? And he said, nah, he'll wake up in a minute. You kind of have to trust that, I don't know how much I would want people interfere. I don't know what interfering is, Then there's oh my goodness, I remember earlier on, I still think, did I just see this? Now I did make, we're recording our bike rides now, so there is a bike ride through some of Kensington that I posted, and there's other bike rides also. But this one time while we were passing, this is what I think I saw. And there's a lot of times that I pass in Kensington where I go, did I really just see that? And it's kind of good that I'm usually riding with Xerxes because he can confirm, like, yeah, I saw that and another thing. So one person had a screwdriver and they were at this store, the outside of the store. The store's gate was down, that metal gate, but the door was open. So I don't know if they were closing or what, or maybe that's just what it is for that store. Their gate was down. Somebody who's obviously on something was in slow-mo, which is the speed at which a lot of people are at, it seems. So just taking the screwdriver to the metal gate as if that opens something or does something. Then when we're riding back, I see 2 or 3 other people have joined him, not necessarily with screwdrivers or any official tools. One, I think, might have had a branch. The store owner or worker or whatever, somebody comes out and is looking at this. They're just poking at it, just thinking they're doing something. The guy comes out and he goes, "Come on, guys." Did I just hear that right? Because what can you do? We don't know what they're doing, but you can't really interrupt, I think. I don't really know how to even behave or what does interrupt it, or I don't know. It's pretty scary. Another time I saw, just the other day on Allegheny, there was somebody there was a verbal fight, which kind of happens a lot. And then there's like a lot of love looking things, it's a community of people. So, but there was a fight. They're yelling at each other. Now we're in the bike lane. They're on the sidewalk and it's pretty bad. And then she pulls a knife out and me and we're not even scared. It was the slow-mo swipe. He slow-mo was like, no. And I don't know that either one of them could push hard enough or be physical enough to hurt each other in that state of mind. There was a lot of people watching. No one that's not what's jaw-dropping there. It's like, it doesn't seem like that could escalate physically because it feels physically impossible for it to happen. Again, I'm not exactly sure what's happening while on this drug. There was another, oh my God, there's so much stuff. There's sometimes it's just so shocking. Just the other day, I think it could have been yesterday, I saw a guy, this is hard, so, trigger alert. He was putting a needle in his friend's neck, pushing it in. Just, it makes me do that. And I do remember one time I was at a red light in Kensington and I just out loud said, "Oh my God." And then I didn't realize I was next to a cop car. Her window was open. And so she goes, "What?" And I go, And she goes, "Yeah, be careful out there." I don't know that I'm going to forget that. It's just, I don't even, how do you be careful out there? It clearly can happen to anyone, you see people in different stages of it because there are stages where your face is just gone. Your flesh is gone. You don't look like, I don't know, you kind of don't look alive anymore. But then we're seeing people, what must be in different stages. They're clean cut. And I'm like, is this your first? Is this your 10th? Because if you look around, most people do not look fresh. They don't look like they've taken a shower or changed in a while. It doesn't smell like that either. And by the way, there are cops everywhere. Everywhere. Where that knife fight happened, right around the corner, there was a cop. I don't think they were in full view of this fight, but there are cops everywhere. You'll look across the street, maybe when the needle thing was happening, there might have been a car. There's plenty of them. They're not usually by themselves. So there's not just like a cop on most corners or most sidewalks. There's groups of them as well. And I don't know. This is not the Philly that we visit when we go by the Liberty Bell and Reading Terminal and the first post office. That is a completely different city. It's shiny, it's bright, it's freshly painted, it's taken care of. There's no garbage on the street. And I know New York had this also. It was like, oh, you turn the corner, you're in this kind of neighborhood, you turn the corner in that kind of neighborhood. But I have never seen a Kensington, because, yeah, I remember St. Mark's for us in the East Village was like that in the park right there. I think I saw the tail end of when it was bad. I personally, I know this exists in a lot of cities. I know it exists in a lot of places. I personally have never witnessed such a condensed amount of it and a constant. I will tell you on Sundays usually, I'm pretty sure I've only seen this on Sundays, but I think it happens a little throughout the week. Sundays is the day of help. You see communities of people, like a church will be giving out food, and there's a line for food. Sometimes you'll see an organization giving out sandwiches. I've seen an outdoor church service, and it also depends, what time, but it's from the morning. I think one time we were there like around 7 a.m. I think that's when the church thing was happening. So there's like organizations that are trying. There's the church on Kensington, the Rock. That person I think used to be is an addict, is clean, and is now has an organization, or his mission is to come out and help. And I've seen the Rock's organization and the Rock's interviews and things like that. So there's some people doing something, but I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, because I don't know anything about this kind of thing. I'm also not the governor, the mayor. I'm not. I don't have authority here. But it does seem like something better can and should happen. It's shocking. The jaw is dropping, and I don't know I don't know how other places have helped, or I don't know how. I know that addiction is so takes over and so has the control on the person until that person has to do a lot of work to get that out, to get clean, to stop. I mean, we all have these things that we catch ourselves doing, right? They just caught themselves doing something that just flows this bad, this hard, Wow. Yeah. That's Kensington. It's not all of Philadelphia. And I do have other things to say about Philadelphia, and I will show other bike rides and things. Yes, there are Philly cheesesteaks. Yes, there's the Liberty Bell. But this I've never seen before. Not like that. Not this much. How do you end a thought like this? It goes on, and I'm going to see more of it, and I'm going to think about it even after I'm gone. So it's a thought for now. I don't know. Again, this can take any of us. This happens to anybody. It's not a race or a gender or anything. So I don't know. I guess this is from me to you. That's what I saw in Kensington. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. Bye.